Hey guys, what's up? Blockchain Bernie here, aka Bernie Bloom, founder and CEO of Bitoku Labs. And thanks for watching. Glad you're here. And here's your December update of the Bitoku blockchain. So, first of all, as you all know, and as I mentioned before, our public launch was a great, great success. We sold over $1 million worth of nodes in 7 seconds. Can you believe it? And that is so awesome. And thank you, everyone, for participating in that public sale. It is still open. Go to bitoku.io. Link is down in the description to get your node and be part of this fascinating story from the very, very early days. So what has happened otherwise? I came back from Lisbon. There was that FTX disaster going on at the end of my Lisbon trip, and just a few days after our public launch, I could save all of Bitoku's funds, even though they actually were temporarily within FTX just for onboarding and offboarding, and converting the USDC into fiat and stuff. So, but I got it out early enough, and I'm super thankful for that. And then immediately after back in the US, we started growing the team. So we're now a total development team of 4 people, including myself. So I'm still developing a lot and helping get the team up and running. And we have Kaveen, which is, the oldest one. He was there from not by age, but the oldest one from, the time that he's on board with us. So he's been with us for the longest time, and he's been doing most of the front end work completely on his own. So that is just awesome. And also with the Node Store version 2 that we used for the public launch, he went into the back end also, and he has now kind of the full stack skills, which is just awesome. And since some time, and I've mentioned that also, we have Devin on board, and he goes into first front end, and then after that back end as well. So he goes through the same curriculum as Kaveen did. And just recently we hired Abhishek, and Abhishek is an experienced Solana programmer, right? So he was working for a consultancy company called Solulab that does smart contract development, DApp development. So he was in that field developing solutions for customers, which is just awesome. So he's kind of consulting minded a little bit, and he knows a lot about Solana, and he's a great help, mainly in the back end. So he's more like a back end guy. So we have him on board full time as well. And I'm happy that it's now 4 people on the development team. And I think over the next few months, I want to keep it at that size, because we need to design the Bitoku blockchain, get some components up and running. We are starting right now to actually build the first components of the Bitoku blockchain, which will be the Oracle component, right? And that is the glue between the 2 blockchains, Solana and Bitoku. So we are building that, and it's going to include an SDK, a so-called software development kit. So in the form of a Rust crate, right? So crates are these packages in Rust. They are called crates. So we're building a Rust crate for Solana programmers to be able to use the storage layer, the Bitoku storage layer. So with that SDK, they can make a call and just say, open a bucket, a storage bucket, right? And a bucket is like a name for a directory, right? It came up with the Amazon S3 nomenclature, and so you can open that bucket, and then you can write data into that, and you can read it again. So, and that SDK will create a Solana account, a Solana PDA, program derived address account. and we'll write the request into that account, so that then from outside of the Solana chain, on the side of the Bitoku chain, we can read from that Solana account, read our request, and then fulfill the request on the Bitoku chain block side, the storage request, right? It could be a read, a write, a delete, or whatever. And then and then after the operation is done, we're going to write the response into a Solana account by calling a program, right? So there will be a little program that does the interface between the two chains, and then we write to that account and trigger the response, so that on the Solana side we can use the response and have our data returned to us and can use it in our Solana program. That is basically the end goal that we want to achieve, and we start from that, right? So we start from the end, from the goal, right? And build that first. And then, the actual the Bitoku chain at first will be kind of a mock. So it'll be stored, just in regular files or databases, right? Not decentralized at first, just to have that first kind of proof of concept where Solana programmers can actually use that that API, basically, that we're building. And we're documenting that as we go. And also we're making big strides on the actual white paper. So while we design these several components, there's the Oracle, there's also the actual Bitoku chain, which is kind of a modified proof of stake, because it's not a pure proof of stake, because we are a permissioned blockchain, right? So people need to have those validator licenses in order to be able to participate. So we need to incorporate that permission thing into it, and also the economics for the rewards are based on the licenses and the number of licenses that people have, and not on the stake, right? So that would be like a modified proof of stake model, but we will not be using proof of work, obviously. And then the third thing, what we're building is the actual storage blockchain communicating with the storage provider nodes. And we will do that quite similar to what's out there in SC Prime. So most probably we will be borrowing more from SIA and SC Prime than we will be from Filecoin, just because Filecoin is cumbersome to use, and there's lots of issues with that, and it's kind of the great grandfather of all those storage chains. But some others have some more components that we can make use of for our purposes to build a storage layer for smart contracts, right? Because none of these storage chains is designed to be a storage layer for smart contracts. They are all designed to be standalone storage solutions, right? So again, we're super excited to be building this, making progress on the development front, having something to show and to demo, or hopefully really soon, and having the white paper really soon. And with the white, usually I say, like, get out with something as soon as we can, even if it's slightly embarrassing, right? And we will do that with the Oracle, right? We will, push it out to the world and get some feedback from some, beta testers, early users, and stuff like that. For the white paper, we want to be a little bit sure that, it is something that excites people and something that we can show to the blockchain community and to the Solana community, and, having some substance there. We don't want to push it out, too early, right? Still, we want to push it out early, but not too early. So please bear with us. Give us some time to work on that white paper. Yeah, also on the marketing side, we're making progress. We have hired a digital marketing specialist that I know for decades already, and his specialty is SEO, which is important for us. But he can also help with all the other things. So he will be, in addition to the top-notch marketing agency that we're working with already, called Coinbound. So they are working for MetaMask and all the other big names. and it's been really helpful to work with them, and we're continuing to work with them. But we have another guy from Europe. He's working in Belgium actually, and he has an agency called Rheingold. So, and we've done the first few workshops with him, and he's really helping us from a management perspective, almost like almost like on the C level as like a chief marketing officer. And Chris was with us in the meeting, and he likes also what Michael is doing. So the team is growing on all fronts. Obviously, the most important is the technical things right now, right? After those 2 launches, which were mostly, it was technology, right? We had to build the node store, but not so much the Bitoku blockchain yet, right? So we were busy with technology, which was node store, which was awesome, to get all the knowledge that we need now to build the Bitoku blockchain. And the 2 launches obviously were also marketing, and there has to be more marketing ongoing, because we want to spread the word, right? So if you can help spread the word about Bitoku, please do that. One opportunity is give this video a like, subscribe to the channel so that this content can be viewed by more people, and also let anyone know about our project. It is really exciting. It is, a major crypto initiative to add a storage layer to smart contracts that hasn't been there before. And thank you all for watching for this update. If there's anything more you want to know, or if I forgot anything on the Bitoku update, let me know in the comments. Sign up for our Discord if you're not already there. I'm hanging out in the Bitoku Discord all the time, answering your questions in person. But we have several others in the team, especially Brad, aka Techie 404. That's on our Discord. Who's on our Discord and answering your question. So yeah. Sign up for our Discord. Let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching, and catch you next time.